Greetings. This is Skyler Saunders seeing what's current. A few topics on the docket. I want to say salute to Rick James. He's got his family with him watching the show. I got 3 likes, one person viewing so far. Could be more, could be less, depending on the algorithm. Got 2 people right now. Just finished listening to Mr. Troy Star Terrain show. Very invigorating, very enlightening as always. He had 3 topics. I got 3 topics. One, I'm going to talk about first is Rihanna, or Robin Rihanna Fenty, otherwise known as Rihanna, but her real name is Rihanna. We've just been pronouncing it wrong. But anyway, she is ecstatic that her husband, well, not even her husband, her baby's daddy, she got 2 babies by him, ASAP Rocky, is such a great father. This is showing that he has a strong pimp hand. She is a billionaire. He is not even close to being a billionaire. But she is holding him down. She is respecting his pimp hand. She is respecting his way of doing things, laying down the law, being a confident young man of color and a father. That is genuine and much needed in this world. Real fathers that can correct children, love them, shelter them, respect them, make them respect you, give them patient time. She even said, she's like a cutout figure. She just plays the background. Rick James is saying we do not respect Rihanna. I don't know why you don't respect Rihanna. You should respect Rihanna. I respect her for allowing him to pimp. She's the bootleg Beyonce. I don't think she's the bootleg Beyonce. I think she's her own entity. I call her Robin. From now on, I'm just going to say Robin Fenty, or Miss Fenty. She definitely has her hand on the pulse of the culture. She is the only holder of the most viewed Super Bowl in history. You can look it up. She had 121 million viewers during that football extravaganza. Rick James is going hard in the paint, going hating on her. He's saying she's got her hand on the pulse of the dough. Wow, he's going hard. Okay, he's going in. He's going hard in the paint. I have to disagree with him, of course. Robin Fenty is a veteran in the game. She's been in the game for almost 20 years, and she's had hit after hit after hit. And she has formed herself into a billionaire based on the Jay-Z model, which Kanye followed. He was a billionaire at one point. Then he lost it. Then Robin, Fenty is still a billionaire because of her Fenty makeup line. She hasn't dropped music in years. It doesn't even matter. She's still a billionaire. And the fact that she's a billionaire and ASAP Rocky may have what, 10 million at the most, 20 million, maybe, something like that. And he's laying down the law. He's the one that's in charge. He's doing his thing. She's allowing him to be the boss. That's beautiful. That's what a relationship should be. The woman giving the man the reins, allowing him to be the one in charge, and laying it and being loving and caring and respectful, within that framework, and being the one that always has the backs of his wife and children. Well, not the I'm messing up. His girlfriend, or his children's mother. And they have that special bond. They have crafted that. They have initiated that. They found that to be of great stature, to be within the bounds of who they are and what they are. So I appreciate that tremendously. I appreciate the fact that Robin Fenty has, said, she gets turned on. Her words, not mine. She said, quote unquote, turned on at the fact that ASAP Rocky is such a great father, and that she has to play, number 2. She plays like a supporting role to his lead role as a parent. I think that's wonderful, because you hardly ever see it. You always see, well, my baby daddy ain't shit. He didn't send him nothing. He ain't gonna come for Christmas. He's not. I tried to get him to pay his child support. He didn't send, and none of that. None of that. That's all out the window for Robin 50 and ASAP Rocky. I didn't know ASAP Rocky's real name. What is ASAP Rocky's real name? Let me look that up real quick. ASAP Rocky real name. Rakim. Yeah, that's right. Rakim. Rakim Athelston Mayers. That's right. That is true. I almost forgot that. He's my age. He's an old head. He's 35 years old. We should be getting like pension checks, but yeah, he should be getting pension checks for being so old. And she's old too. She's 35. Robin Fenty, they're the same age. She's actually a little bit older than him by a few months, by 8 months, a little close to 8 months, 7 months and a few days. I'm trying to find. RZA and Riot Rose. So they have a little boy and a little girl. That's the names. RZA and Riot Rose. So she loves him differently. I'm glad she didn't say I love him different. That's like the go-to slang word now. That's different. He's different. These sneakers are different. It's like it's overused. Or I like to do this different. I like it's an adverb, but it's an adjective, but it's used as an adverb. I guess since Steve Jobs did it, I guess anybody else can do it. Think different. You can do anything else different. Rick James says there's a reason why Robin Febsky never had a hit. I don't know who you're talking about. Robin Fenty has hit after hit after hit after hit for a string of almost 2 decades. 2 decades almost. 20. She came out in 2005. I think one of her first singles was "Song Upon the Replay." Then she of course had later success with "Umbrella" and "Yellow Diamonds in the Sky" and "Shine Bright Like a Diamond" and so many other hits. She had hit after hit after hit. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I don't know what you're saying. But yeah, so they're definitely it's great. She said about the Super Bowl that she had to try. It was like a wardrobe malfunction. She said that, okay, quote. Here's the quote. Here's the thing. I did what I had to do. Right? She said my jumper couldn't zip up. No one knew I was pregnant. I just told my stylist to make sure it's stretchy. So the underarm was stretchy, and this was baggy suit. But the zip, it just stopped right there. So it had to be what it had to be. She's just recalling that from this just past Super Bowl from February, and the fact that her firstborn child was a son named RZA, like I mentioned earlier, and then the daughter is Riot Rose. But she says my wish would be I would like to have more kids, but whatever God wants from me, I'm here. So she's very, mystified, into God, all that. But respect to her. If you're gonna be mystified, that's your thing. Salute. Can't take it away from her. Thank you, Hite. Exactly. You heard what I said to him, right? That's exactly what I said. Beyonce and Rihanna are totally different people, totally different styles of music. I'm not saying Robin Febsky. I'm saying Robin Fenty. You got me saying it. I'll say it, put it in the live chat. Robin Fenty. So it's like it's a beautiful thing. I think it really is beautiful. The fact that she is playing second fiddle to the man. The man is in charge. He's the man that is knowing, and she like she said, it happens. It happens. Sometimes she plays in the background. She's not. She's the superstar. She's the billionaire. She's the one with the power and the money. But ASAP Rocky's holding it down. He's holding it down as a daddy. That's remarkable, I think, because it's just in our whole culture. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Mama, mama, mama. I always love my mama. Mama, I love you, and everything is about mama. Even when it comes to Father's Day, it's like, oh, yeah, well, June, whatever. Father's Day, I guess, whatever. Who cares? But Mother's Day, it's like, oh, take your mother to brunch. Take your mother out for her. Give her flowers. Everything like that. Everything is all for the mother. Rick James is backing down, I guess. He's saying they're the John and Yoko of this generation. I wouldn't say all that. I wouldn't go that far. But I'll just say that they're, respectable, young, relatively. I mean, we're pretty old. We're 35 years old. We're all born in 88. We're 88. We're 80s babies. So it could go either way. It could go either way. So, finding out that she's so enamored at the fact that ASAP Rocky is, doing all this. Oh, they have two sons. Excuse me. Riot Rose Mayers. Pardon me. I made a mistake. They had two sons, not a daughter. I thought the Riot Rose was a girl. So it's a young man. It's a little baby. Mayers after ASAP Rocky's real name, Rakim Mayers. So they named their son Riot. That should be an interesting life he's gonna lead. If he ever gets caught in a riot or something like that, it's gonna be like, damn, he had it in his name. It was written in already. It was written in the stars. So that's going to be the impetus, I think, for creating more more babies. I think they got more on the way. They haven't tied the knot. They haven't jumped the broom. They didn't have one thing new, not one thing blue. They didn't have all the traditions. The ring bearers and the flower girls and all tossing the garter, tossing the bouquet. All those different traditions that people do. There's so many more in different cultures, especially Jewish culture. They step on the glass. It's just an interesting thing to behold. But they haven't done any of that. So, and they may never. I respect that. Put some babies in her and don't even say I want a ring or anything. Let her come and say, you know what, we've been together this long. I think we should really consider, getting married. Let her do it. Let her get on one knee. She's got knees. Let her get on one knee. Rick James says, if they want to continue having success, I have one tip for them. Do not have babies. I disagree. Have more babies. They should have 6 to 10 babies. That's more, legacy. Like Jay-Z says. That's more money. That's more investments. That's more, time investment. That's more creating people. They call it human capital, which I try to stay away from. But that's what it's called nowadays. You have so many people that it becomes values in the sense of business. But I just want for Robin Fenty and ASAP Mayers or Rakim Mayers to be fruitful, be happy, be prosperous. Hold on to those billions, girl. Don't let them go. Don't be like your stupid collaborator Kanye West on some songs. You know, he blew most of his fortune. He probably has, you know, $50 to $75 million after, you know, having over $1 billion at one point, apparently, according to some sources. But yeah, so they had that whole issue, with with Rihanna. I should say Robin. I should say Robin Fenty. You know, when you gonna come out with more music? When you gonna come out with more music? Whatever the hell she feels like. How about that? She can be 50 years old at the concerts with the microphone. Tell y'all sing the words. Y'all sing the words. Y'all do all that. That's what should happen. She should be at. She should have a Las Vegas residence. Is it residence or residency? I think it's residency. She should have a Las Vegas residency. Have her own, concerts, and have her own, secure all phones, secure all cameras, secure all devices. Make it seem like it's at court. You have to put it in a locker or something like that. You have to be, extra careful, just like with the late, not the late, but the great. Excuse me, the great. She's still alive. Anita Baker. Okay, she had the idea of saying, "Get these people out of my show. I need security." Or she was like singing through it. She was letting people know, you're not gonna come up here and take pictures of me like I'm some, animal in a zoo or something like that. That's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna let that go. Okay, you can stop now, Rick James. Rick James is talking reckless. I'm not even gonna repeat what he said. He's off. I don't know if he's off his his drugs. I don't know if he's off his angel dust. I don't know what the deal is. He's definitely on something strong. That's the thing. Hey. I'm just telling the truth. I thought they knew. I didn't know. I don't know how old they are. Are they teenagers or younger? Are we talking about, toddlers, or are we talking about preschoolers or school age, grade schoolers, high schoolers? What are we talking about? What are we talking about, Rick James? Rick James is questioning my mentioning of certain substances. Yeah, so there's that. But to be real with you, yeah, all next to Grandpa watching my show. He's, I'm paraphrasing. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I really do. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. So, I think it's wonderful. It's great. Be a dad. Be a dad, ASAP Rocky. Be a dad. Be the one that says, "Look, you're gonna go get this money, girl. I'm gonna stay with the kids, and you go get that paper. You get that makeup paper. That's long paper. That's long money. That's billions. Okay. You go out there and you get that money. You just had a show in halftime, the most viewers of all time. Get that money from sponsorships and advertisers, and I don't think they get money straight up, or they just get exposed, huge exposure, and it's a very exhilarating, high impact show. It's very very much so on that point. So ASAP Rocky, Robin Fenty. Oh, okay. He's giving the ages 7, 11, and 14. They're pretty. That's age appropriate. I mean, maybe not the 7-year-old, but they're all minors, so I respect it. I respect it. I try to refrain from, referencing certain substances in the future, as long as your grandkids are watching. I promise. You have my word. But yeah. Rakim Mayers and Robin Fenty, have as many babies as you can. Get them all out. Have 15 kids. It's all about legacy. It's all about the future. It's all about sowing seeds. Making ones. I'm not, probably gonna make a kid some in my 80s, but you do it right now. That's all I gotta say for that. Now, we gotta talk about drama, beef, and or tension that may not even be in reality. This is a story about Big Sean and Kendrick Lamar. He talks about the fact that there's a diss song, and he's just saying, ain't no diss. He just clearly says that. He says, he quotes, of course, if it was a diss, it would have been a diss. Before issuing a subtle warning, quote, if it was a diss, it would have been another diss, close quote. So that's the problem with that. That's the issue there. So, I mean, that's pretty much the problem going right now. Is the fact that there's so many people readily available to talk to people, to talk to Kendrick Lamar, and there's different. There was beef, and tension, and or drama with Jay Electronica. He was on Periscope. Anybody remember this Periscope from 2016? Anybody remember that? Yeah, it was a little like a social media site where you could, I don't know, you can have a camera on you and say a few things, and it would send a message. It was kind of interesting. It was. I wonder why they got rid of it. Probably because it had closeness to TikTok. I think it had short. It was like short clips, and then they had long extended clips. So maybe that's why they got rid of it. They got rid of a lot of things. They got rid of Vine. Anybody remember Vine? But back to the topic. Big Sean, he there's a whole long list of lines that the Compton native Kendrick Lamar says. He says, F subliminals, I put you on the roll call. French Montana speaking on me in interviews. Very cynical, dry hating, something I don't approve. Jay Electronica put silences on my Grammy night. Another dead prophet hoping that God will give him life. Big Sean, keep sneak dissing. I let it slide. I think his false confidence got him inspired. I can't make them respect you, baby. It's not my job. You finally famous for who you date, not how you rhyme, boy. And that's what he says too, as a ad lib. He said, Big Sean says, it seems like it's heated words, but it's pretty cool on Big Sean's side. I think he's, reveling in his platinum plaques, his millions of dollars. He's got a crib 3 stories that bitch a trilogy, that's what he's on. Kendrick Lamar, I don't know if it was before or after Paradise was Dark Sky Paradise. I think that's the full name of the album. Let me make sure. Dark Sky. Yeah, Dark Sky Paradise. That is a classic album. That is a great album. It's excellent. He had great singles. He had great album fair album material. It's a great album. I got 5 people in here for no reason. Salute to Black Cuddy. I'm trying to make this thing level. All right. It's kind of crazy. Hold on. All right. All right, it's kind of messed up. I'm going to lift up real quick. That's what it was. Excuse me for the technical difficulties. I had to make sure that the show was straight. All right, so we're good. Yeah, so This beef, tension, and or drama is goofy. Like, it goes back to 2016. Seriously, like that's an eternity in in internet speak. You know how long ago 2016 was? Like, I'm surprised this is even coming up for discussion. This is weird. This is a strange thing. This is extremely weird because they should have in the place of it, um, the idea of a real person, stepping up with bars, being the real man, being the man on the mic, the MC, master of ceremonies, the microphone controller. And Big Sean seems like he's just like, it was cool. It's not really a diss. If it was a diss, it would have been a diss. Like, he's just saying that back and forth. He's not really committing to the fact that he was actually dissed on this record. The blatantly, no question about it. And he was saying like how Finally Famous, that's one of his lesser classics, and the fact that he is famous for dating people like uh Ariana Grande and a few other ladies. He's saying how he's got clout because of the women that he's dating. This could go back to ASAP Rocky, right? But he's got a pimp hand. He's got control over that situation. I don't know about Big Sean's pimp hand. It's questionable. His pimp hand may not be that strong. He may not have that strong of a pimp hand. He can't, lock down a broad. Can't keep her within, limits. And she part of it of the song. Thanks for what is it? Let me get it right. Ariana Grande. Thanks. Thank you next. Yeah. Thank you next. I think that was partly inspired by their relationship ending and him being asked out essentially. I think he was with what was her name? Aiko something? Aiko Big Show. Janae Aiko. They were a thing and then they weren't. I don't think. Are they still together? Let me make sure. Let me make 100% sure. It's been an on and off again relationship with Big Sean since 2016. Again, another eternity. Who knows? So the couple is still together as of October 18th, 2013, page 6. That's a reputable source. That's a reputable source. And then there's talk about split rumors. Even though they may not be together. So it's on and off again. Let's just say that. They're together, then they're not. They're together, and they're not. Rick James says, thank you next. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. And Rick James also says, my granddaughter says Ariana Grande is dating SpongeBob now. That was adorable. That's cute. That was cute. That was cute. I needed that. I needed that little bit of boost. But, the beef, the tension, and or drama can only be, produced, in essence, with the way, people focus on the two people involved. But it's three people technically with Jay Electronica. So it's Jay Electronica, Kendrick Lamar, and Big Sean. They're all together in this, hate triangle, this beef triangle. They're each, reserving time. I think they're all biding their time well. Since the leak of this this quote unquote diss, I guess you can call it. It seems very blatant. It seems very layered and pointed at the same time. It's like Kendrick Lamar is definitely going at Big Sean, no question, no doubt. The subliminals, he's saying F the subliminals, but he's using subliminals at the same time. He actually called out French Montana and Jay Electronica. He didn't call out. Then he does call Big Sean. So he does call out 3 people: French Montana, Jay Electronica, and Big Sean. He even adds in the verse, quote, "Cute ass raps, get your puberty up, then make you a classic album before you come at us. Drake and Meek Mill beef might got you gassed up, but I'm a whole lot another beast. I really F you up." Woo! Bars. And see, Rick James, you noticed that I didn't say the word. I said F. So give me credit for that. Give me credit for that. Yes, thank you, Rick James. I appreciate you. Now, if you could just get those little critters to follow me. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even want minors. If there's minors in my 427 subscribers, let that be. But I don't even want to know. Don't let me know. I want adult subscribers. I want adult, full-fledged 21, 17 plus, 18 plus is better, subscribers. So tell them to wait a few years, then they can follow the weird guy with the hat and the tie and the hat and the shirt. Tell them that much. Yeah, Big Sean is taking it, taking it like a champ. Rick James says, when they turn 18, they'll subscribe to you. When you are a billionaire. Yeah, when I'm a billionaire. I will be a billionaire. I can mark my words right now. I'm saying this right now. December 20th, 2023. I will be a billionaire one day. So let that be known. Even if it's in a billion pesos, I'm still a billionaire. It's like a billion pesos is like $20 or something. I don't know how much. It's like $200,000 or something like that. or money from Venezuela. You could be a Venezuelan billionaire. I'm probably already a billionaire by Venezuelan terms. When you think about it, that's something totally different. Big Sean, Kendrick Lamar, French Montana, Jay Electronica. Big Sean has no qualms about it. He's not saying it's a diss. He's not saying he's getting dissed. It's apparent. He name drops him. He doesn't even say he says F subliminals. He just said he tells who the people are. Kendrick Lamar, Kung Fu Kenny. Oh, Dot Focus has some words. Dot Focus has some words. Salute to you, sir. I got 6 likes in here. This is all right. 2 people watching. Now I can see. 2 people. You can see. Oh, there's 6 people who watching. There's 4 people watching. I only see 2. All right. So I like what Dot Focus just said. We're gonna get to that though. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about it. Dot Focus. I'm gonna make sure that you get that set. I read that comment, but not during this segment. I'm talking mainly about the Big Sean, Kendrick Lamar, Jay Electronica, French Montana beef, tension and or drama. But I will, definitely copy. Yeah, Roger that. But yeah, so it's nothing. It's light work to Big Sean. He's good. He's good. They're all good. If French Montana is getting made fun of by 50 Cent for he's the troll of all trolls in certain circumstances, as a rapper. He's the biggest troll rapper, I think. He was trolling French Montana for having an outdated Bugatti. A Bugatti costs like $1 million, 1.2 something probably. He was making fun of him because he got a 2011 one or something, not like an updated one. This is this is like in 2020, 2019, something like that. If you're able to make fun of another man for buying a multi-million-dollar vehicle and saying, "Oh, it's an old one. You didn't get the new one. You didn't get the hot off the lot one." That's interesting to me. So that's another case though. But Kendrick Lamar had words for French Montana. He said F subliminals. He said French Montana was speaking on him in interviews. Very cynical, dry hating something I don't approve. J-Elect trying to put silencers on my Grammy night. Another dead prophet, hoping the God will give him life. I had to say that again. He was saying how, here's a quote from the article on Hip Hop DX. The Compton native also references the high-profile feud between Drake and Meek Mill, using it as a further ammo against Sean Don. So you know how old this is. That beef was squashed not even months ago, but years ago. Drake and Meek Mill, they're on good terms together. So this is a very old diss, quote unquote, that has resurfaced. I think it surfaced when it first came out. Then somehow the internet fumbled it. I don't know how the internet can fumble. The internet always wins. Internet always wins no matter what. Like, it will win every time. It's like from one of my favorite movies, The Social Network. The internet is written in ink, Mark. Not, that's a fact. Once it's out there, very few things get, called back or edited or deleted or subtracted. It's out there. Once it's out there in, great numbers, it's pretty much a done deal. So I don't understand how this quote unquote diss track got, buried under the electrical field, the electric atmosphere. I don't know how that happened. That's very weird to me. So, it just goes to show this is the essence of hip hop. Why is he saying it is a diss? And I'm ready to get into the studio and demolish his whole life. He can't. Kendrick Lamar has a Pulitzer. He is the only rapper with a Pulitzer Prize, a prestigious, highly regarded award that you have to earn to get. You can't just have, sloppy bars here, a party song there. He made sure his songs were bouncy and hip hop and rap, but also could extend beyond, just the borders of hip hop. Could go into, socioeconomic realms that, very few people dare tread. He has that ability. Kendrick Lamar is like this. I say it like this: the top three. It goes: Drizzy got the money. J. Cole got Kendrick's got the K-Dot's got the power, and Cole's got the respect. That's how it goes. Drizzy's got the money. K-Dot's got the power. And Cole's got the respect. See, Cole just has respect. He doesn't have a whole lot of money. He has good money. I'm sure he has at least 15 to 20 million, something like that. I don't know. But it's not like Drizzy. And same thing with K-Dot. K-Dot may have 20 million, 30 million, maybe, something like that. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's very difficult when you go onto these sites and net worth. They got, I'm going to just give you a whole list of different net worth sites. There's Bankrate. There's hold on, I'm gonna see. Celebrity Net Worth, Capital Extra, Geeks for Geeks, Mirror, Quora, Money Made, all these different net sites. You can't tell unless they tell you. It says that Drake is worth $250,000. Let's see how much Big Sean is worth. This is according to Forbes. This is according to Celebrity Net Worth. They didn't even show the Forbes. And then there's, of course, a Wealthy Gorilla. Big Sean, according to Celebrity Net Worth, is worth $26 million. Now, I don't know if that's true. I don't know what it is. Only people that know the net worth is the individual. That's a fact. You can, like, even how Jay-Z said one time, they forgot to account what I did with the Raw. You know, Forbes forgot to account what I did with the Raw. So we have to look at it like that. This is a beef, tension, and or drama that has been squelched. I'm sure it has been quieted, has been quashed, and we don't even have to worry about it. Now, we got to go into something that I thought was interesting. I'm gonna probably say this incorrectly. I'm gonna word this out. Dot Focus has brought this to my attention. It's a totally different topic. The Anunnaki effed dolphins and created the human. Pay attention. I don't even know what the Anunnaki is. I'm gonna look that up. And Anunnaki. A group of deities of the ancient Sumerians, Akkadians, Assyrians, and Babylonians. This is special. Because this is what I always said. Yeah. He said, "Oh, I can't. I'm not even gonna say it because I know for a fact that there are young people. I try to not cuss on a regular basis anyway, but I know for a fact that there are young people watching. But Dot Focus is saying, "Oh, you know what I'm saying." He's brought to my attention that these ancient people. Yes, salute to that, Dot Focus. I appreciate it. He's brought to my attention that these ancient people have fornicated with dolphins to create the human race. Now, see, this is what's interesting. This is what I don't get. Because I found a story about how dolphins were found with what has appeared to be thumbs. And this is what gets my goat and what pisses me off every time somebody says it. Oh, we're advanced people. We're advanced species because we have opposable thumbs, because of our thumbs. No, it's not your thumbs. It's this. It's this. Your mind, your thoughts, your ideas, your thinking, your capabilities to think. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. It's about thinking. So dolphins could, from what I understand, they cannot process ideas. They can't think in terms of conceiving rational thought. They can't do that. Rick James says, my granddaughter says, don't be crazy. Only humans have thumbs, not dolphins. That's cute. That's adorable. All right. So, no, but they found it. It's on a site. I have the site source. It's on Outkick. Dolphins with thumbs spotted near Greece, which means humanity's great run on top is winding down. It's jokey. It's funny. It's laughable. It gets you going. But in reality, it's just about knowing that there are another species that people claim to be smart. I don't understand a few things. I have to look this up. Let me see this. Cultures who eat dolphins. Gotta be a culture. Here it is. Dolphin meat is consumed in a small number of countries worldwide, which include Japan and Peru, which is referred to as chancho marino, or sea pork. While Japan may be the best known and most controversial example, only a very small minority of the population has ever sampled it. So there you have it, folks. Peru and Japan, they eat dolphins. So they have tuna-safe dolphins meat. Not dolphin-safe tuna. They have tuna-safe dolphins. Rick James says, I think I saw one once. You might have. But I think that's interesting. I want to try a dolphin. I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Peru. I want to go to somewhere where they have dolphin and see their meat. Because I'm not trusting the fact that they're so smart. Even one of my favorite films, The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. by directed by Wes, and written and directed by Wes Anderson. Also written by Roman Coppola, I want to say. But the main character, Bill Murray's character, he's Steve Zissou. He says, uh, we have, I'm paraphrasing, but he says we have these dolphins. I don't know if they're smart or not, but people say they are. Like he's not, too sold on the fact that they're smart. So he's, they're about. He even says, "I'm sick of these dolphins." So yeah, so I'm just interested in the fact that if they have these thumbs. Rick James says, "Ever heard the dolphin call?" I don't think I have. I know that for a fact that they do have relations with other animals such as whales, and they're called wholefins or wholefins, like whale dolphins. Put a portmanteau together, and you get that. That's something that's interesting. I think. Just the fact that so many people are like, oh, dolphins, they're so smart. Oh, they're so smart. They're just the smartest animal in the sea. Oh my goodness, what makes them smart? What makes them so intelligent? And I know there's probably tests that they do. They, researchers and oceanographers, they engage in different activities to test their intelligence. But I don't. There's, like I said, there's no matching human intelligence. I mean, the article is very, ha ha he, key. It's kind of funny. It even has a clip from the show The Simpsons on it. Abdul's on the check-in. I'm still waiting on my donation. 7 likes. I'm not mad. 3 people in here with 7 likes. I'm not mad. Not mad at all. But Dolphins with Hard Knock Life, yeah, exactly. Hey, because that's January 6th, by the way, January 6th, Hard Knock Life. Oh man, so but back to the Dolphins. Dolphins with thumbs. They're not really physically, shown as thumbs. And look at Abdul putting up a thumbs up. Yeah. But they're not really shown as thumbs. They're just extended pieces of flesh that have the appearance of what could be thumbs. Rick James says, I went to Peru when I was 23 and had mad passionate love with a woman Latin named Liz Still Denver that night. Still, Liz, I still Denver that night? Did you say still I remember that night? Where are we going? You're talking, you're chatting in front of your grandkids, talking about some loving. Where are we going? Yeah, how much? How much you paying? Yeah, would you negotiate prices? Only the in certain orifices. Certain, how would you say? Would you put up? But back to these dolphins. Dolphins. Then I don't know. I always was fascinated by killer whales. They fascinate me. Ever since Free Willy, I was like 5 years old when that movie came out. That was a big hit. It was a big splash. Puns. Anyway, he dropped his in on Billy Split. BS. You know what? I'm not gonna kick you out the room, BS. I'm just gonna call you BS because you were lying. You're a liar, a coward, and a nigger. That's what you are, BS. You are a liar, a coward, and a nigger. So you can do all you want in that room, but I'm not going to acknowledge you. I'm not beyond what I'm doing right now. Still, there's white niggers, red niggers, yellow niggers, brown niggers. I hope the kids are listening, because you can get this on PBS. PBS will air the word nigger. You can be a white nigger. There's plenty of white niggers. Are you kidding me? He's gonna say I'm not black. I sound like Star because I'm in the haterverse. I'm in the hater universe. I'm not trying to sound just like him. I'm just saying that's the facts. The kids are listening because this is a good life lesson. Yes, it's facts. This is true. And like I said, you can say nigger on TV and radio and anywhere. They block it out sometimes. They block it out in songs, which is weird. You can say it on a radio program, on the actual show, but you can't say it on the song. It's a goofy way of business they do. But I'm getting sidetracked. We should be talking about these dolphins. How do we get to niggers? Dolphins are the niggers of the sea. Anybody with me? No, but yeah, Donald Trump is definitely a nigger. There's no question. He's an orange nigger. But yeah, so the Dolphins are, they get so much credit. They get too much credit. They, like in the clip in the Simpsons episode, they show, it's a horror scene. Like everybody gets, I guess give it away if you haven't seen it. Most people get eaten, or are threatened, by or their head chopped off, bitten off. And a lot of people say, "Oh, the Simpsons! Oh, look at the Simpsons! They predicted Trump. He's going to be the." Hold on, Abdul saying something funny. Hold on. Oh man, Uckham, Bernie Mac style. Okay. I respect that, Abdul. I can see where you're going. But what about these Dolphins? We gotta talk about these Dolphins with these. You gotta see the picture. It's gotta be. It's on Outkick.com. It looks like a little hook on its fin. It says rare dolphins with thumbs, quote unquote, found off the coast of Greece. Okay, I said that before. People have noticed that the Simpsons always has a storyline or an episode where people say, "Oh, look, they predicted that. They predicted it." It's just an animated series. I hope Matt Groening, he's got to be close to $1 billion now, if not a billionaire. They mastered it. They know what the deal is with that. With animation, they've been going strong for over 35 years or 34 years at least. Fox, has animation. Has Bob's Big Burgers and what's the new one out? I don't even remember, but it's just like that. Rick James says, sometimes I wish I was a dolphin. I don't know why you would wish you would want to be a dolphin. Being a man is the greatest joy in the world. I noticed that when I was young. When I was a little boy, I was just like, I'm a human being. That is so cool. Like, I'm a human. I'm at the top of the food chain. I'm great. Like, I just looked at that. I just, thought about that. And I would have to earn my greatness. But, for the most part, I got a good start being a human being. Rick James says, I read somewhere that the Simpsons creators are part of the Illuminati, and therefore that's how they predict future on their shows. I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, there are people that are part of the Illuminati. There are people that are part of the Illuminati, and this is what's interesting about the movie Leave the World Behind. And Sam Esmail plays with this idea all the time. He plays with this idea in Mr. Robot, that there's this cabal, this group of people in the shadows that are like multi-billionaires and engineers and people within the trading, the construction business, and are either Freemasons or people like that, just part of a secret society, and they all convene together. It's kind of like the G8. The G8 is the obvious one. G8 some is like the top economies in the world. They get together. That's on camera, and that's in footage. But these people, they're behind the scenes allegedly. I'm not saying that there is, but he plays with that. He toys with that idea a lot. He toys with it. So, it gets to a point where so many people are either going to be on the train to, being with the Dolphins. I guess it's a mixed metaphor. Let's try to be a better metaphor. Be in the water with the Dolphins, patting their heads and their blowhole and all that. I don't even think it's a scientific name for blowhole, which is funny. Is there a scientific? I'm gonna look that up. Is there a scientific name for blowhole? Is there? Okay, there is. In cetology, or whales, that's mainly whales and dolphins, the study of whales and other cetaceans, which is a dolphin, a blowhole is the hole or spiracle at the top of the head through which the animal breathes air. In baleen whales, these are in pairs. It is homologous with the nostril of other mammals and evolved via gradual movement of the nostrils to the top of the head. All right, so are you saying this is what goes back to? I don't even know he's on the line anymore. But Dot Focus was talking about the Anunnaki. Talking about it evolved. Dolphins are created and created the human. He says, pay attention. It gets goofy. You can say stuff like that, but there's some truth to that. But I just thought this was a cute, funny one. He even the author even plays with it. Matt Riebel or Riebel, if I'm saying it wrong. He's just saying like I'm welcoming our overlords because they have thumbs, but it just goes that sentiment goes against reason, our faculty to think, our capacity to think. Rick James says, "Sir, are you familiar with the Jersey Devil? My cousin saw it in person at the Hackensack Cemetery." Well, that's just like the Chupacabra, the Loch Ness Monster, the Bigfoot, or Sasquatch. They're all, could have been sightings and everything, but there's no hard evidence to say that they exist in reality. So I'm going to say it's cute that your cousin said that, but it's just not true. Until I see hard, actual, and factual evidence, it's just not true. So, with all, Rick James says he sent me the photo. It's real. Okay, I don't believe you. Of course not. I'm calling BS, and don't tell your kids. Put put earmuffs on your grandkids. I just said a word. No letters that correspond to something. But these dolphins, I mean, they're not all that cracked up to me. They're not all that cracked up to me. They're food. They're literally food in Japan and Peru. They call them pork of the sea. And I don't know about the laws. I think there's strict laws against eating them because I think more people would be eating them if that was the case. More people would be more ready to serve them. Like they say on cans. Oh, dolphin safe tuna. Dolphin safe tuna. I always thought about what about tuna safe dolphin? What about the tuna? Why aren't we saving the tuna? What is the life of a tuna fish next to a dolphin? What is that different? Tuna safe dolphin or dolphin safe tuna. You have to save the dolphin from the tuna. What kind of message is that to send to people with brains, people with reason? Rick James says, if you want to eat that, go to the Wuhan wet markets. Okay. Wuhan, where the COVID-19 virus started, is that what you're saying? I'm going to say no, thank you. Pangolins and what else? What was it? It was pangolins and something else that started it. Was it what were the animals that started? Animal. Bat. They're saying bats. Bats and pangolins were the problem. All right, so yeah. All right, so yeah, bats. Thank you, Rick James. I'm not gonna respond to Billy Spring. Hey, look, it says one person viewing on my side. I think it's Rick James. Salute to Rick James, and not salute to BS. I don't take BS. But I'm not gonna kick you out the room. You can stay in the room. I'm not gonna block you. I'm not gonna put you in timeout. Nothing like that. So, salute to you. Thank you all for watching, and I appreciate you. And I will see you tomorrow. Take care.